Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Nets versus Knicks NBA matchup on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. Of course, the Pick Dawgz, we do tons of free picks every day, but to find out the games we like the best, head on over to our website, Pickdawgz.com. Just click on the Premium Picks tab. Use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website. You got to text the number. But let's get to this one. We've got the Nets taking on the Knicks in Battle of New York. Of course, Brooklyn Nets, always seen as the second fiddle of the Big Apple. And the Knicks, always kind of the big dog in New York, as much of it is a sports town. Always really a basketball town more than anything else. I lived in New York for quite some time. New York's a basketball town. It's just the way that it is. But the Nets enter this one at 500, 13-13 on the season, coming off that loss against the Utah Jazz, while the Knicks beating the Lakers in LA last time out, 15-11 in this one, as they aren't home exactly, but at least just across the river at this point. But we look at how these teams have played overall recently. The Knicks coming off of that road trip where they split the 4 games that they played. They lost at the Jazz as well and the Clippers, beating the Lakers and the Suns. So 2 pretty good teams that they got the wins over. Outside of that, the other earlier road trip, it was 2 losses to the Celtics and the Bucks and a win over the Toronto Raptors. We look at the Brooklyn Nets returning home from that road trip where they really was somewhat of a disaster, losing 4 of those 5 games. Did not cover in any of those losses. And the thing about the Brooklyn Nets for the bulk of the season is that even though they haven't been winning, more than losing, basically they're a 500 team, well, they at least had been covering a lot of spreads, and that the wheels kind of came off of the cart on that recent road trip. We look at the Knicks offense, shooting just 46.2% from the floor, while the Nets defense has been solid, and that's why they were covering a lot of spreads, is because that defense was playing extremely well. Meanwhile, the Nets offense certainly hasn't been anything special, but they've been shooting 3-pointers at an alarming rate. So I think when you shoot the 3 really well and play defense, it certainly gives yourself a chance, or at least gives you a chance to keep it close. Meanwhile, the Knicks, haven't really done anything special, but, not playing their best basketball. Still 15-11 on the season. Not a lot they can complain about. The Nets really hit the boards really well, especially on the offensive end. They're one of the best in the league. And the Knicks, one of the best on the defensive rebounding. So we're going to have a war in the trenches in this thing. I got to say, I just think that the Nets, when you're the second team in a city, generally these are the games that you rise to the occasion. I'm going to take the Nets, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll tell you how often historically each of the bets on the board today have hit, putting you in the most favorable bets on the board today.